Welcome to Our Life Simplified. I'm Laura, and Todd is my husband. On this channel, we share our journey of transforming our 5-acre property into a Tuscany-inspired mini homestead and peaceful outdoor oasis. From DIY builds and garden projects, to raising chickens and culinary adventures, including cooking, baking, and grilling, and everything in between. We are creating a space that's both functional and charming, one intentional step at a time. Welcome to our home. We are going to Flam's Orchard, which is south of Carbondale, Illinois. This is one of the orchards that we have the ability to go to shop for fresh grown fruit. We are in peach season. We're going to be making 3 different peach dishes: a peach chutney, a peach jam, and a peach habanero barbecue sauce for some dishes that we are making. Are you excited?
Can't wait.
So we are south of Carbondale area, which, if you're not familiar with Carbondale, this is where SIU is at, SIU Carbondale, so Southern Illinois University Carbondale. Go Dogs! And let's see what we can find in here. Look at all the peaches.
How much are these?
$1.99 a pound.
So we got some peaches. How many pounds would you say we got? A pack?
It's a half a bushel, I think.
Half a bushel of peaches, and then we got about 7 pounds of jalapenos. They happen to have harvested those too, so we decided, on top of the 3 peach recipes that we plan on making, I think we're also going to make some more cowboy candy. And Todd, you said that cowboy candy with pineapple, that's something that I guess some people really like. When we make batches of canned items, sometimes we save them and we will gift them at the holidays, and maybe sometimes just because, or their birthday or something like that. So, all right, so we got to stop and get some pineapples. Here we go. So the first recipe we're going to be making is a peach vanilla jam using only 4 ingredients. We are doubling this recipe, but I will pop the full recipe for a single batch at the end of the video. We're starting with 3.5 cups of peaches that we've already peeled. We started with 7 pounds of peaches. This is doubling it. Todd went ahead and he took the seed out and chopped them up, except what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add it to a blender to get this nice and smooth before we place it in the pot. 5 cups of sugar. This is the doubled recipe now. 5 cups of sugar, 6 tablespoons of lemon juice, and 4 teaspoons of vanilla extract. This is my homemade vanilla extract. I did a couple of videos on making vanilla extract 4 ways. And then I did another one of my favorite ways so far. So I'll be sure to pop those links up if you're interested in making your own homemade vanilla extract at a fraction of the cost of what you can buy it in this grocery store. So let's go ahead and get the peaches. Whoops. We'll get the peaches in the blender. For space's sake, he's going to go ahead and do half of everything, blend it, put it in the pot, and do it again since this isn't that big. We just want to make sure everything fits. Five spurts later, it whipped it pretty good. Well, I wouldn't say whip it, but it mixed it up pretty good.
Still have some chunks
There's a little bit of chunks, but it's totally fine. This can be
I
a little
want
bit
that.
thick. And we're just gonna do it again. Now we're gonna throw that on the stove, bring it to a boil, cook for what, approximately 25 minutes or so?
20 minutes, yeah.
20 minutes. We have it on high until it gets to 220 degrees Fahrenheit. Be sure you stir occasionally so it does not stick to the bottom. But once it reaches 220 degrees Fahrenheit, then it is done. We already washed the glass jars, the lids and the rings in the dishwasher. So they are sanitized, cleaned, and ready to go. Once the jam is cooked, then we're gonna go ahead and fill the jars, wipe down the edges, place the lids on, and then add the rings so it's finger tight. So real quick, we're only maybe 3 to 4 minutes in. It's already boiling. You need to stir it constantly at this point because it will probably boil up and over. Yeah, it's already at 211. I think it's cooking quicker only because we mixed it in the blender first instead of having it in chunks, which is actually what the original recipe called for. We are using a recipe. I'll have to see who it was that we pulled the recipe from, but we went ahead and we're adding the vanilla extract to the recipe. So yeah, let's see how this turns out. Let's see what the temperature is right now. Why is it cooling? That's weird. That is so weird. Okay, there we are.
You want it to be at 220 degrees because that's when it's at the optimal temperature for the sugars to set up and solidify. So that's what'll make it thick later.
Because we're not using pectin in this recipe.
No.
It's just the 4 ingredients that I shared with you. It has reached the stage in the process where it looks like it's starting to almost like not caramelize, but candied almost. So, and it looks like we have approximately 13 minutes left. What is the temperature at? Around 213, 214. All right, so it's around 215 now.
Yep.
Okay.
215 too.
Little ways to go, almost there. We have the heat in between the 7 and the 8. It's still boiling. How many minutes we have left?
11.
11 minutes. Let's see what the temperature says. So we're close to a 214 mark still. So it's getting super hot. That's why he's got the mitt on. We've kind of been fluctuating it back and forth between a medium high type heat. We still have, it looks like a little over a minute on the clock, but it's not quite there yet. So we'll let you know how long it takes. And this is super hot. So if you have the lid off, it's gonna pop on you and it'll burn you. So be very, very careful when you're cooking this. About 35 minutes later, we are now pulling it off of the stove. We're gonna let it cool slightly because we don't want this to be super hot going into these jars that are like at a room temperature because it'll crack it. And can I just say, this stuff smells amazing with that vanilla extract in it. So good. We got 8 jars filled. We're going to place, first we gotta wipe, and then lid, and then rings. So I'm just going to wipe with a damp paper towel around, and then I'm going to place a lid on it, and then put a ring on it, finger tight. We will share our opinion on how easy and what we plan on doing next time with, well, I'll just tell you. After doing this process with the recipe that we selected, we decided next time we're just going to use the pectin because the whole purpose of trying to get it to that 220 degrees is to create a pectin like gelling effect with the jam. Is that the best way to describe it?
Yeah.
We don't have to cook it as long with the pectin. That's what we're going to do next time. We have a lot more peaches to experiment with, but I can tell you these taste amazing so far because we did do a little bit of a sample. All right, we're going to get it in the water bath canner. And always remember, If your jars are cool, it goes in cool water. If your jars are hot, it goes in hot water. So these are a little warm. I can touch them and it won't burn my finger, but I can still feel that it's pretty darn warm. So we're slightly warming the water just to try to bring it to a similar temperature of what this feels like before placing it in here. Fill water a couple inches above the can lids. We're gonna let this boil. Once it hits a boiling point, we're gonna let that cook for 5 minutes. Then we're gonna shut off the stove and let it cool at the same spot for 5 more minutes. These boiled for 5 minutes, set for 5 minutes, and now they are coming out. We are just going to let them set out overnight to ensure that they are completely 100% cooled to room temperature before we place them downstairs on our shelf where we have the other canned goods. So this was 8 more canned recipes. Super excited. We have more peach recipes coming soon because we have some peaches left. We have this many peaches left. So we are going to be doing some more peach recipes, including, I think, peach chutney, and what else can we do? Maybe a peach cobbler. That's a classic.
I think do another jam.
Another jam? Oh, like a peach habanero or a peach jalapeno or something with our peppers. Oh, I hear them popping. Do you want to continue following us on any of our homesteading videos, including canning, gardening, chickens, DIYs? What else we got going? Cooking, grilling, baking. Be sure you subscribe. And until next time, thank you for watching.